Hello and welcome to Arsenal Domination, when I want to look at what next for Arsenal this summer and whether it needs to be exits. From a financial point of view, of course, any sales will be really, really helpful, but I don't think from a pure financial point of view, Arsenal need to make the sales to make another signing, which we know they want to buy. But the squad is starting to look a little bit bloated. By the time the tour to Southeast Asia starts, we could see six new transfers confirmed. Madueke and Masquera, we're expecting the announcement imminently. Gyökeres, we're hoping to have a deal concluded very, very soon. And that increases the squad significantly, as well as the returning loans, players like Sambi Lokonga, Fabio Vieira, etc., that have returned. Arsenal, of course, have lost some players. Tierney, Partey, Jorginho, all have left at the end of their contract. Neto and Sterling's loans have ended, and Tavares has been sold. But it still leaves that squad bloated, and that's why I think Arsenal need to now look at sales as a next step to generate that income and crucially to create the space in the squad. So who could Arsenal look to sell? Well, one of the returning loan players, of course, is Karl Hein. He had a decent loan period at Valladolid. He is still young, still relatively inexperienced, and I think you're probably looking at between 5 and 10 million for him. But I think the add-ons there could be where Arsenal will make their money in a sale. Defensively, Zinchenko and Kivior look the options. Zinchenko on big wages. He may well look to see out his contract to get a more lucrative next contract, but if he is wanting to get out now, then Arsenal probably, because those wages, are looking at sort of the 10 to 15 million pound mark for him. Kivior is attracting interest. I don't think Arsenal should be rushing to get him out the door, but he could be quite a lucrative sale if he were to go. You're probably looking at 20, maybe 25 million there. Depends on where the market is. If it's Italy, it might be quite difficult for them to stump up the money. If it's somewhere like Germany or the UK, England, then I think you could see Kivior fetching a hefty sum after his impressive performances. I think if both were to go, Arsenal would need to bring in another defensive signing, to be fair. But there are options there for that Arsenal. Into midfield, Vieira and Sambi Lokonga had mixed loan spells. Sambi struggled with injury. Vieira got better as the season went on. Both would be sold at a loss, but I think both of those leaving on a permanent this summer is something Arsenal would want to see, and I think both players would want to as well. Sambi probably 5 to 10 million. Vieira 15 to 20, probably again both big losses there. Into sort of further forward, Reiss Nelson had an injury, had a serious injury. It looks like he could be going out on loan, maybe with an option to buy permanently. But that's not horrific for Arsenal because he's got 2 years left on his contract with an option for a third. Gabriel Jesus, not an option to sell because he is injured and will be injured for some time. And that then just leaves Trossard and Martinelli. Again, I think if you saw one of those go, that might allow Arsenal to sign two forwards, particularly if it's Martinelli because of the financials. But Arsenal won't generate significant money from those sales unless it's a